You have a hero story to share. The LLMs, ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity, I'm calling that AI, does not. Your war stories are actually irreplaceable. Your scar tissue inspires others in a way that no algorithm can match. So in October 1st, 2025, OpenAI released Sora 2. And it's capable, as you probably know by now, of generating stunningly realistic videos of people who exist and people who do not. But AI doesn't have taste, your sensibility refined over decades, your judgment call that saved or built a company, your ability to sense what will resonate with your audience, your instinct that goes beyond data. Your taste is unique. Claiming and cultivating your unique style is a key differentiator, and it puts you in the expert class, in the luxury class, and it separates you from an algorithm. So what are your 4 human superpowers, and how can you use them to build a valuable brand in the age of AI? There are 4 irreplaceable human assets that you have that will position you in the luxury market. In a previous video, I talked about the importance of being in the luxury tier, not the commodity tier, and I won't repeat that content here, but you can watch that video if you like. How can you double down on being human in a way that multiplies the value of your brand and your impact? Maybe you can use AI to shine a light on those human things that make you special, that make you unique, that make you extraordinary. So what are the 4 human superpowers that you can use to build your luxury brand? Well, the first one is your stories. AI can write about leadership, it can explain resilience, it can describe standard success principles. But AI didn't survive your bankruptcy and emerge stronger. AI didn't lose everything and rebuild from scratch like you did. AI didn't discover your insights through your 10,000 hours of trial and error that finally resulted in success. You have a hero story to share. The LLMs, ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity, I'm calling that AI, does not. Your war stories are actually irreplaceable. Your scar tissue inspires others in a way that no algorithm can match. Your I've been there credibility cannot be manufactured. Consider this: an entrepreneur can read AI-generated advice about pivoting a business. The advice might be technically sound, clear, logical, well-structured, but when you tell the story of the 3 a.m. decision that saved your company, the fear you felt, the voices of doubt, the moment of clarity, the risk you took, that story creates connection. That story builds trust. Your audience doesn't merely want to know what to do. They want to know what it feels like. They want to know if you've walked in their shoes. They want to know if you understand their dreams and their demons. AI can provide information. You can provide transformation through your wisdom. And your stories are the moat. In a world flooded with AI-generated content, your insights, your stories, your experiences become even more valuable. When millions of people can generate the same one-size-fits-all advice, your imperfect, authentic story of how you actually did it is yours alone. Luxury goods derive much of their value from provenance, the documented history of where something came from and who owned it. Your stories are your provenance. They're proof you've been there, evidence you've survived, what your clients are now facing, their authentication that you're offering real-world expertise, not repackaged theory. The second human superpower that positions you in the luxury tier, which is where we want to be, we don't want to be in the dreaded commodity tier, is your actual human presence. So in October 1st, 2025, OpenAI released Sora 2, and it's capable, as you probably know by now, of generating stunningly realistic videos of people who exist and people who do not. Deepfakes are now so advanced that you can no longer trust what you see online. AI faces are everywhere. This changes everything, but not in the way you'd think. The paradox is simple. The more convincing AI-generated faces become, the more valuable your actual presence becomes. Your team can create an AI avatar and produce flawless videos without you. But you can't fake walking into a client's office. You can't fake attending a conference, shaking a hand, or looking someone in the eye on a live call. When everything can be faked, presence becomes proof. When everyone can hide behind an avatar, showing up signals commitment. When deepfakes blur reality, real-time interaction becomes rare and therefore more precious. The better deepfakes get, the more valuable your real face becomes. Premium clients want a human being who shows up, answers the call, and stands with them when things get tough. Your presence matters, your humanity matters. And this is why Tom Cruise refused a body double. So even the biggest stars in the world understand this principle. Tom Cruise can certainly afford body doubles or a CGI, but when Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning opened in 2025 to 350 million worldwide, it wasn't because of special effects. It was because Tom Cruise hung from a plane at 140 miles per hour for real. During the media tour, Tom Cruise didn't discuss the plot. He shared the story of needing hand signals to tell the pilot he was resting because he couldn't physically move. The wind pressure was so brutal it left his body depleted. Quote, I had to rest for 10 to 15 minutes just to move again. It was like lifting the heaviest weight with your entire body, end quote from Tom Cruise. His co-stars recalled watching him fall during a stunt with no warning, fearing he'd been seriously injured. Quote, we didn't know if it was planned. He just dropped. It was terrifying. But then he got up and kept going, end quote. Tom Cruise didn't sell the polished final product. He sold the struggle, the grit, the risk. He trained for months, did 13,000 motocross jumps, 500 skydives. He put in the reps that mastery requires. And audiences couldn't tear their eyes away. Why? Because real risk creates real attention. An AI avatar faking the stunt? No stakes, no interest, scroll past. But a 62-year-old actor literally risking his life, that's magnetic. And I did another video about that, which you can watch on Strategic Basics to see how he turned risk into revenue. So how do you make authentic presence part of your business model? Learn from luxury brands. High-end brands don't sell to anyone with a pulse and a credit card. Their most exclusive offerings require in-person interaction. You don't simply click to buy now. You visit, you build a relationship, you demonstrate they're the kind of client they choose to serve. That isn't inefficient. It is strategic. Haha. All right. So what's the third human superpower that you want to double down into and lean into in the age of AI? It's your style. While AI can analyze millions of data points and can identify patterns, it can even predict outcomes based on historical data. AI is very good at data. But AI doesn't have taste, your sensibility refined over decades, your judgment call that saved or built a company, your ability to sense what will resonate with your audience, your instinct that goes beyond data. Your taste is unique. Claiming and cultivating your unique style is a key differentiator, and it puts you in the expert class, in the luxury class, and it separates you from an algorithm or from any prompt, whether it's ChatGPT or Claude or Perplexity or other large language models. So here's an example of the power of distinctive style. Zach McLeod-Pinsett made a decision that seemed absurd. At age 25, he chose to wear only period clothing. Nothing modern, no jeans, no t-shirts. He hand sews every garment himself, living as if transported from another century. The BBC featured his story in 2025, and it went viral with over 6 million views. His YouTube channel exploded with millions more watching him craft 18th century waistcoats and Victorian suits. His strange aesthetic became his profitable business model, and Zach McLeod-Pinsett now creates bespoke period clothing for clients worldwide. His distinctive style created a category of one. He's not competing with other tailors. He is the period clothing expert. This is the power of a distinctive style or taste. Your style, whether it's how you dress, how you communicate, how you approach problems, or how you design solutions, can become your signature. It's what makes It is what makes your work instantly recognizable as yours. And I did a video about this. It's called Creativity is the New Currency. And you can watch that at Strategic Basics. Maybe you're not the next couture designer, but perhaps you're the next Seth Godin, John Grisham, or Mel Robbins, someone whose distinctive perspective makes their work instantly recognizable. That's not mere information, that is style. All right, and what is the fourth human superpower that you want to lean into in our age of AI to set yourself apart and to build a valuable brand that is in the luxury tier where you're not competing head to head with everybody else? It is your coaching skill. So while AI can provide answers, you can develop people. Coaching is not about having all the answers, it's about asking the right questions that unlock somebody else's wisdom. Mentoring isn't about transferring information, it's about seeing potential in someone that they can't see in themselves. There's neuroscience behind why coaching works. When you coach somebody through their thinking, you're helping them have ahas. You're helping them lay down myelin and build new neural pathways. And coaching by asking questions using the Socratic method helps people struggle to find that answer. And when they find the answer, instead of being handed it, they actually create new myelin, and that aha moment is actually a zzz that actually builds myelin pathways in your brain that weren't there before. This is why LLMs, ChatGPT, etc. may make us stupider. If we are always handed the answer, it doesn't actually build new neural pathways in our brain. So as a human being, you can lean into your empathy, your intuition, and challenge people by asking powerful questions. Let them struggle to come up with the answers themselves, and you're helping them build new neural pathways. You're literally rewiring their brain and giving them a brain 2.0. So, this is why, for example, executives may invest $100,000 a year in mentoring when AI could give the answers for free. They're not buying information, they're buying transformation. They're buying the accountability, the challenge, and the human commitment that pushes them beyond their comfort zone. So here's an example from another one of my clients, Dr. Mark Costas. He's an entrepreneur who's just brilliant, successful, accomplished. Nonetheless, he struggled to write his book for 12 years. 12 years! And this is a man who's a popular podcast host. He's a powerful public speaker, but he couldn't finish his book in a decade. Not because he's not an outstanding communicator, not because he lacked expertise or discipline or intelligence. He's all of those things. He struggled because creating a great book all by yourself is brutally difficult. What changed? Not AI, not a template, not a system, coaching. Well, we coached together, and he was very kind. Here's what Dr. Costas said about working with me. Quote, working with Aurora feels like having engaging conversations with a friend who just happens to be an expert at drawing out your best ideas, end quote. So I love working with him, and it's wonderful to have my coaching make a difference and help him turn from 12 years of struggle to getting his book done very quickly. We're shooting for a New York Times bestseller. So you can do this too, and you probably do. I've seen this pattern hundreds of times. So you coach others, you ask challenging questions, your leadership, your empathy, your intuition, this is something extraordinary. It's a human superpower. You're going to lean into it. Human beings are wired to communicate through conversation, not by typing alone at a computer. Because having somebody genuinely interested in your story unlocks insights you didn't know you had. Because momentum compounds when somebody believes in your message. And that's the power of coaching in action. So how can you help your team, your patients, your clients by being a better coach and mentor? Well, your ability to develop others, to see their blind spots, to push them beyond their comfort zone, to believe in them until they believe in themselves. This is a wonderful human superpower. So in summary, these 4 irreplaceable human superpowers, your lived experiences, your physical presence, your refined taste and judgment, and your ability to develop others cannot be replicated by any algorithm. This is your competitive advantage in an AI-saturated world. But AI is not your rival. It's your amplifier. And in the next video, I'm going to get into how we can pair your irreplaceable, wonderful humanity with AI's exponential power so you can operate with the precision and the profits of a luxury brand and the speed of a modern media company. That's in the next video. I look forward to seeing you then.